I'm back again. This is like two videos in like the space of like 20 hours, maybe a day. Yeah, I've decided like I'm feeling it this week. I'm feeling doing these what ifs this week, so I'm just gonna carry on with it. Um, so this one is gonna be Deku what if. Like yesterday, I put a Naofumi what if. Uh, and I'm going for a Naruto theme with this one, like the Rising of the Shield Hero one, except Deku will have the Byakugan. Yeah, that's how you say it in this what if. So I'm gonna change the abilities of the Byakugan first. Instead of chakra points, they're gonna be pressure points because like I'm gonna explain it further on. He's gonna be able to see like pressure points. He's gonna have 365-degree vision. Like I think it's 360 vision that he's supposed to have. 365. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. The ability to see in great detail from far away or like microscopic level, and then I'll add some more on as we go along. That's just a general idea. So in this world, chakra is still around, but the body, as quirks started to develop, turned the chakra into quirks. So chakra is now quirks, but it's not gonna work the same. Like they can't use chakra now because all the chakra points merged into what the quirks would be. So like, yeah. So people wasted chakra for like stretchy fingers. So that's pretty dead if I'm being honest. So I'm gonna say Inko is from a line of Hyugas that like far back. Now I'm saying this world was the Naruto world, but like I'm just gonna say like 1,000 years, not 1,000 years. How long would it be for them not to remember to think it's myth? Yeah, 1,000 years I'm gonna say because like people don't really, yeah, 1,000 years that's sort of like Greek time in it. So like 1,000 years, chakra was a thing, and then it died out. All the tail beasts just disappeared. I don't know where the hell they are. So I'm gonna say Inko, as I said, Inko is from the Hugo bloodline, and she has inherited some of their heirlooms, which I'll discuss further on. So Deku was born to Inko, and they're happy enough. He's not showing any signs of quirk yet. Nothing really happens in his childhood, to be honest. So I'm gonna skip to when like stuff starts to happen. So Deku's 4 now, and he's really excited to go to the quirk doctor as he wants to be just like All Might, and he's wondering if he's gonna get cool quirk like his mum or his dad. Ingo still has the same quirk. She still has the same quirk. I'm not gonna change that. So he's really excited. The doctor walks in and says, "I'm sorry, Miss Midoriya, but your son is quirkless." Deku's All Might figure drops. Inko's like, "What? That can't be true. I have a quirk, and so does my husband. How can he not have a quirk?" The doctor explains that 20% of the population is quirkless, and they all have an extra pink joint in their pinky toe. Now, actually, stopping that. How is it like? How is it so mad that 20% of the world's population is quirkless, and like we only see 3 in the actual anime, like, or the manga? I don't know if they do anymore in the manga. I don't really read it, but like, how is this so bad that you don't have a quirk? I don't understand it. I'm being honest. Like, apparently, I was reading like this video. I was watching this video, and apparently, it's like 1.6 billion people don't have a quirk, so it's not even that uncommon. But it just annoys me. But whatever. Um, so I'm lost now. Let me see in the script. Anyway, Deku is devastated, and when he gets home, he asks his mum if he can be a hero whilst he's watching the All Might videos, crying. Honestly, that should be his quirk, just crying. And then she just hugs him, not giving him any support. So like Deku was a bit traumatized from that. So the next day, Bakugo has already awakened his quirk like 2 days before Deku went out, and then Deku had a day off, and then after that day, Deku came back into school. He asked what Deku's quirk is, and Deku says, with his head down, in a quiet voice. I don't have one, but then raises his voice saying, I'm still going to be a hero like All Might. Bakugo was, I think, he was just, I don't know how to explain it. Well, Bakugo's face was like about to be supportive, but then he remembers Quirkless, and he thinks about his Quirk. He's got explosion. He thinks he's the big I am now because he's got explosions coming out of his hands. Which, I mean, like, fair enough, but he didn't have to be a dick about it. Anyway, Bakugo was like, what? No, you can't. And he starts berating him with insults before hitting him with an explosion, saying no quirkless person can be a hero. And then he walks off. So this is when, like, Bakugo, Deku, not friends anymore. Like, unlike in the anime, he does not stay around Bakugo now after that. So there's going to be another time skip to when he's 12. And Deku has just had enough of being bullied by like literally everyone. Like, he's getting bullied by the guy with stretchy fingers. So he's had enough and he's asked his mum, I want to do something to protect myself, like some martial arts. Can I do it? So Inko looks into it and says only people with quirks can do it because like quirks can like counteract other quirks. But she does say that she's got some family heirlooms from her granddad that did that sort of stuff. Like, his granddad was into martial arts stuff, so he's like, you can have a look through that chest. I can't open it, but if you can open it, then I'll have a look through it. So, thanking his mum, Deku rushes up to see a pure white box under Inko's desk. He looks at the symbol, which looks like an ice cream cone with a flame in it. It's the Hyuga symbol. I just don't know how to explain it better than that. So he looks at that, and then he goes to touch it, and he's like, well, he goes to touch it like thinking, I don't know where the unlock button is. So he looks in, he touches it, and the symbol starts to glow a blue colour, like, you know, like the, what's it called? Kaioken? I think that's what, no, not Kaioken. Isn't that Dragon Ball Z? You know, the spinny thing, when they, like, do the defense thing. I think it's Kaioken. Give me a second. No, I don't know. I'll look at it after. I'll tell you what it is in the next episode, unless you'd like tell me in the comments below. I appreciate that. So he opens it, and he looks inside to see old scrolls. Most of the scrolls he can't open. He opens, but there's nothing on it. So he closes up, and he's like, oh. And then the last one he spots is a scroll with the seal of the Byakugan. He doesn't know it is, but it's like a white circle with like little white pupils. So you know that's what it is. So he opens it up to see what it says, see if it's like actually got writing, and it does. And it says, for those who possess the Hyuga bloodline, use the hand signs below to unlock your birthright. And Deku's like, what? I have a birthright? And he's like, he was going to go question his mum, but then he was like, she probably already knows about this, so I just want to try it. So he like looks at the hand signs and is like, oh, is that what we do to do it? And he was like, I might as well do it. So it's like, this is what I got for the wiki now. This is apparently how they do it. Like, they unlock it. And if it isn't, this is what I'm saying. This is how he's going to unlock it. So he does the hand signs. Horse, tiger, boar, hare, rat, dog, horse, dog, hare, rat, horse, and snake. So he goes through those hand signs. And he waits a second before getting up, disappointed that nothing happened. But before he can walk out of the room or do anything, he collapses in pain, screaming, like shrieking, because his eyes are just burning. And like his veins are popping out of his face. And then his dark green eyes, I think they're dark green, yeah. From the image there, they're green, dark green. So his dark green eyes start to become a milky white. This is when Inko hears the screaming and sees that Deku's in severe pain. So she picks him up and rushes him straight to the hospital. 3 days later, Deku wakes up. Oh God. And I need to put the time limit on my phone. I'm being honest. It keeps on doing that. Anyway, do you wanna? Yeah, thanks. That's good. So, anyway, 3 days later, Deku wakes up. He's a bit groggy and gets up and sees that. and sees a worried Inko half asleep in the chair next to him. He questions Mum, what's happening? Where am I? As she bolts up and smothers him in hugs and kisses. Deku asks again what happened, and Inko smiled. And then the doctor walks in and says, "You've awakened your quirk." Deku's like, "Nah, this has got to be a dream. Really? Are you serious?" And the doctor says, "Yeah." And he says, "What's my quirk then?" And then the doctor says, "From what we've gathered from when you came in, because I'm going to say, there's a person that can analyze quirk, basically do what Deku does, but actually has a quirk for it and describes the quirk. So from what we've gathered, you have a sensory quirk, which allows you to seize pressure points and inner workings of the body. Gives you 360 vision. I don't know why there's 65s there. Why is that in my script? It's like days, isn't it? Oh, my brain. Oh well. 360 vision. Oh no, wait. Can they see their spine? No, they can't see from their spine though, can they? I swear it's like... Oh, do you know what? I'll look later. It doesn't matter. Anyway, they have the ability to see great detail from far away and quick reactions times. I'm just going to say that. Yeah, so the doctor carries on like, it's quite an impressive quirk. You'd be an excellent hero, but like he's trying to get Deku to come to be a doctor. You'd be the best doctor if I were to wager. Because like Deku can literally doesn't even have to cut up to examine. You can just look in. He's basically like an X-ray. So Deku's like super excited. And after more checkups, he's discharged. And he asks Inko if he can have that chest now and like keep using it. And she says yes, she can open it anyway. So for the next 6 months, this is just like after the, you know, oh no, oops. Oh shit, what am I doing? What am I doing? There we are. Sorry about that. What was I? For the next 6 months, Deku has read through the scrolls, learning the basics about the Byakugan, like basic abilities, what it does, like bare minimum stuff, and chakra control. He discovers this is not his quirk because he found all this information, and like he does the hand signs again and it opens, but this time it's less pain. And over the years, over the 6 months, he's learned to activate it. 3 now, he doesn't have to do the hand signs. So like he discovers it's not a quirk, but he decides to call it a quirk because it's too complicated to explain if it wasn't. So we're gonna have another time skip to the start of the anime so we can get along for the next episode. The teacher walks in, says everybody wants to be heroes, chucks the papers around, but he's gonna have to pick it up later, so I don't understand why he does that. So he tells everybody to quiet down and says that 2 people are going to the prestigious UA school for heroes, and it's Bakugo who starts to rant that he's the best and everybody's extras, which they are, let's be honest. I would not want to be in my hero world. Like, it's literally random selection for your quirk. Like, oh, you got an amazing one or a dead one. Anyway, so he goes on ranting about that, and then the teacher says, "Shut up, be quiet, Deku, Bakugo." And then he says, Midoriya. There's a moment of silence as the whole class turns around and starts snickering at Deku. But Deku hasn't actually shown his abilities off yet, so they don't even know how powerful he is right now. So they snickering and laughing subtly because he's a big lad. He's like as muscular as he is in the current manga, and I'm going to say he's as tall as Ida because of like excessive training. Like, he hasn't just been training for like 10 months now. He's been training since he was about, what did I say, about 12? No. Training about since 11, 12. So he's been training since then, so he's like muscular as hell. So he looks up and the whole class becomes silent again because he just glares at them all. So Bakugo, not knowing that Deku has a quirk, quotation marks, he erupts into rage. And he goes over to Deku's desk and slams his palm into it, exploding it, ruining all the sheets and all. And Deku gives him, like, stares at him. Stares at him, it's a death stare, eye contact locked. But Bakugo loses the stare out, and he's like, I don't know, how does he speak? I can't do how he speaks. He's just like, his voice is fucking irritating. I'm being honest, so irritating. Anyway, he starts talking about how he tells Deku meet him outside after school, and we're gonna fight. But Deku's like, nah, I don't want to, and he just walks out. So as he walks out, Bakugo keeps hurling insults at him, saying like, you quirkless loser, you'll never be a hero, come fight me, prove yourself. And Deku's like, I don't care what you say. So he takes the shortcut, because I'm going to say he had like, he was just training, he had to go to a gym class or whatever. So he takes the shortcut, but immediately senses some like intent on harm on him, but on like just in the general area, the sludge villain obviously. But he carries on walking in. The sludge villain bursts out and tries to attack Deku, and seemingly takes him off guard. But as he tries to grab him, he puffs into smoke. Yes, Deku knows how to do clones. I'm not sure if I should give him shadow clones, because there's not. Yeah, I might as well give him shadow clones. He's the only one that uses chakra, so he's basically got a lot of chakra in him, I'm gonna say. And it's just easier for me. Shadow clones I know more about than actual clones. So I'm just gonna say he's got shadow clones. Like, the sludge villain is in utter confusion. He's like, what just happened? Where did the guy go? I've never seen this type of quirk before. But then he like spots Deku behind him in a stance. And then the sludge villain is like, what a weirdo. And he's just like, I need your body now. He's going to get me. And Deku's like, not even paying attention to him. So the sludge villain dives at Deku and screams about wanting his body. But before he can even touch Deku, he starts rotating. This isn't the full ability, like, you know, that ultimate defense. I'm calling it Kaioken, but Kaioken feels like that's what that Dragon Ball Z with a red thing. You know what I mean. I feel like that's the Dragon Ball Z one. I'm calling it Kaioken, but it's not Kaioken, if you get what I mean. I don't think it is anyway. So he starts rotating. This is basic form. He hasn't mastered it, but he's got like a basic understanding. So it's like weaker, but it still splats the sludge villain everywhere. So about 2 minutes later, All Might appears, and Deku's just holding 2 green bottles of liquid, and he's like, hello? Where's the sludge villain? And Deku's like, hands him 2 bottles. And he's like, young man, is that the sludge villain? And Deku's like, yeah, here you go. I need to go now, I'm going to be late. And then just like runs off. Before All Might can even question it, Deku's already gone. Deku does like All Might, but he's not fanboying over him anymore, because after reading all the scrolls, the history about the Hyugas, he realizes he's like got potential to be so much more powerful than All Might, and he's sort of inherited that Hyuga superiority complex, but not too much. Not like he'd be like, you know what I mean? Like he wouldn't like overdo it. Like he doesn't underestimate anybody. He realizes there are more people more powerful than him. But you know what I mean. So the sludge villain attack doesn't happen because on Bakugo, because Deku doesn't jump on his All Might's leg because he knows he can be a hero. So I reckon I just end it off there, I'm being honest. This is going to be like the part 1 interlude before like the main story like hits off. If you got any suggestions on what I can improve on this, I appreciate it massively. Is there anything I want to say? No, I'm pretty happy with that. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Part 2 may come out soon. It might not come out until next month. I have no idea. It just depends on like schoolwork, lockdown. So, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.